How to grow your e-commerce brand profitably, right? Especially in the days of economical uncertainty and in days where we might head into a global recession, right? I wanted to take this opportunity to come back to the fundamentals and talk about what you need to be doing in order to grow your e-commerce brand profitably. So without any further ado, let's hop straight into it. And welcome back to just another video here on my channel. And for those of you ladies and gents that don't know me yet, my name is Victor and I am the founder of Victory Media. We are a boutique Facebook marketing agency that helps e-commerce brands to grow their business by properly implementing paid social ads. And in today's video, I wanted to talk about, not necessarily any tactics or hacks that you should start implementing within your Facebook ad account that I'm usually talking about, right? Neither about any, particular tricks or tips to grow your e-commerce brand, but I wanted to come back to the fundamentals of how to actually grow your e-commerce brand, right? Not talking about whether you should have a mobile-friendly website, which campaign to scale, right? Or how to determine whether you should, start adding another channel onto your traffic mix, but I wanted to come back to the real fundamentals. Because as I was researching for this video, I found thousands of pieces of content talking about, each and every content piece was talking about different tips and tricks that you should start implementing, in order to grow your e-commerce brand. And don't get me wrong, right? I already mentioned it. This is what this channel usually is all about, right? Hacks and tricks in order to be implemented in your ad account to grow it profitably and grow your e-commerce brand profitably, right? However, talking about, the fundamentals of an e-commerce brand and then saying like, okay, what packaging you should choose in order to, have a little bit more of a flywheel effect and more returning customer rate is not really what I'm searching for when I talk about the fundamentals of growing an e-commerce brand. And I know that for myself, me as a business owner, right, I always have this kind of shiny object, syndrome where, you have all those people saying thousands and thousands of things that could be, the holy grail and really the last kind of tip on the iceberg that you need in order to grow your business profitably. And therefore you really just think, that you need to be doing everything, right? And everything, super correctly and super perfectly. And, this just kind of leaves you feeling exhausted and overwhelmed. Because every day there's a new app or software that you need to sign up to in order to, grow and have a little bit better of an overview of your data warehouse or whatsoever, right? Every second day there's a new creative format like, TikTok angled ads, grid ad creatives, carousel ads, whatever you need to, implement within your ad account in order to make sure that you have a profitable customer acquisition. And every day apparently there's a new channel like TikTok or, this type of Google shopping campaign that you need to be start to add into your mix in order to be on the safe side. And in my opinion, the result of that is that a lot of businesses and brand owners out there just don't see the forest for the trees, and they have too much information at their fingertips to actually make a actionable decision or an actual execution, right? And therefore I wanted to talk about the fundamentals today and the 3 ways to grow your e-commerce brand. And those are actually pretty easy if you break it down. And that is, first way to grow your e-commerce brand is to sell more products to new customers, or sell more products to existing customers, or sell more products at better margins. This is it. This is how to grow an e-commerce brand profitably if it comes down to the fundamentals. As soon as you really internalize that and really realize that those are the 3 ways to grow an e-commerce brand profitably, then you just have so much, kind of freedom and peace and clarity within your mind that you can use to lay out your strategy on a not only more holistic way, but also on a more long-term kind of timeline, right? And now in just a minute, we're going to dive into, each and every of those ways to grow your brand, but I really wanted to, kind of emphasize that this is how I pretty much evaluate every brand out there when I start to talk to a new brand owner, or just generally when I take a look at a brand out of pure curiosity, right? I want to take a look at, okay, how well are they doing to sell, products to more customers? How well are they doing to sell more products to existing customers? And do their margins look like? Do they actually have profitable and good looking unit economics? And as I said, as soon as you do have that, kind of 3 different levers that you could use in order to grow your general pie of revenue for your e-commerce brand, you really just see everything through a different lens, right? Because obviously, you do have that, those different channels that, play into each of those different growth levers, right? And you do have those different tools at hand. However, ultimately, it all comes back to those fundamentals. And especially in times like this, right, where you have uncertain kind of economical behavior. Maybe we're definitely in an economical downturn, probably going into a global recession, right? We have supply chain bottlenecks all over the place, right? Cash being tied up. If you don't have a supply chain bottleneck, you have probably a lot of cash tied up in inventory, right? And especially in those times, in my opinion, it is really important for all of those e-commerce founders out there to come back to the fundamentals and understand what growth is all about. So now, however, let's dive deeper into each of those different growth levers, because how to sell more product to new customers is pretty much what I focus on my daily life, right? That is Facebook ads, Google ads, influencer marketing, right? Things like SEO as well, PR. Ultimately, it is really tied up also with brand awareness, right? A lot of those KPIs are just kind of direct response KPIs like ROAS, MER, right? As well as more kind of upper funnel metrics like cost per click, CPM, right? How many impressions do you get? How many clicks on your website, right? This is really what selling more product to new customers is all about. The second way to grow your e-commerce brand profitably and sustainably, when it comes back to the fundamentals, is to sell more products to existing customers, right? We're talking about email marketing, we're talking about SMS, right? We're talking about, loyalty campaigns, right? Here it's really talking a lot more about, KPIs like retention percentages when it comes to subscriptions, right? Or repeat buyer rate when it comes to one-time purchases, or apparel, clothing, or whatsoever, right? Other KPIs are things like kind of open rates, open rates, click rates for your email, as well as just generally how much of your overall revenue comes from repeat purchases. So now we have talked about the 2 different types of customers that you can, sell more products to, but obviously you can also just sell more products at better margins to those customer types and focus on that, right? This means focusing more on your supplier relations, right? Having a little bit better of an inventory management and maybe hopefully to then, decrease your contribution margins, right? As well as just creating just generally irresistible offers that maybe leads to an increase in average order value, margins, just better, kind of a higher price point that you can acquire a new customer at, whatsoever, right? This is the third kind of way to grow your e-commerce brand, and that is to sell at better margins. So this is it. There are 3 ways to grow your e-commerce brand, right? Sell more products to new customers, sell more products to existing customers, or sell more products at higher margins. That's it. It will provide you so much clarity when it comes to analyzing your e-commerce brand going into the future. And I highly encourage you to really now take a look at your business and ask yourself, okay, where are the leaky holes right here? Am I doing a good job to actually acquire new customers and sell more products to them? Are we doing a good job with our retention marketing and selling more products to our existing customers? Or are we actually kind of looking at unprofitable and unsustainable unit economics, right? This is at least what I always do when it comes to talking to a new potential client, when it comes to talking to, just generally any company out there and chit-chatting with other fellow entrepreneurs, right? I really wanted to record this video real quick for you guys in order to understand, okay, it really comes back to the fundamentals. Obviously, right, there are hurdles along the way and tips and tactics that you need to be aware of and implement, like things like hurdles iOS 14.5, or how to decrease your cost per click, or how to scale your Facebook ad campaigns, how to create irresistible offers, how to increase your repeat customer purchase rate, how to improve your conversion rate, right? You get the point. There are thousands of different, tactics that you could implement in order to achieve those things and grow each or improve each of those growth levers. But if you really fundamentally look at your e-commerce brand, that's it, right? That is all that you need to know. You really want to always analyze your business, and under those three criteria, right? And then focusing on the growth lever that you were focusing on the least before, and that is, that has probably the worst standing across those three. That's pretty much it, right? And I am sure that if you have this clarity in your mind, your business will do better. So this is pretty much it for today's video. I am so happy that you have been watching until now. I hope this was helpful. If you want to know more about kind of how to grow that first lever and how to sell more to already, to new customers, and how to profitably grow your ad account, Facebook ad account, and grow your e-commerce brand, then, make sure to hit the subscribe button right below. This is what this channel is all about. I just quickly wanted to create a video like that to, give some hope to all those people out there that think, okay, this is all kind of, going off my hands right now and I don't know where to start, right? This, really infamous, analysis paralysis, and you don't really know where to start because you have thousands of things at your hand, especially younger founders have that. So just wanted to, provide some clarity in the game right there. So without any further ado, thanks for watching. I hope I'll see you in the next video next Thursday, and keep growing. Thank you so much for watching the video to this point. I know that if you have come this far, that you form a part of an exclusive group of people that do not only talk, but walk the talk, and that you are hungry for more content. So therefore, I went ahead and picked out an exclusive video just for you that I know you're going to love. Check it out right here.